What's up, everybody? Bryan Casella here, BC. Welcome. This video is going to be released on Thanksgiving Day, and I just want to make a quick announcement before we begin. We've created two separate opportunities for you for Black Friday and all the sales that go on with it. You can go to my website and use the code 40OFF, 40OFF, at the checkout to get a discount for Black Friday. And also, we created a separate bundle called BC Bundle, BCBUNDLE.com, which is a separate bundle that I created mainly for salespeople and also real estate agents that will be a Black Friday sale too. So enjoy, it's also in the description. So, why I do not celebrate holidays. Now, I want to make a special video. I did a podcast yesterday, my podcast Supreme Being, and this was very well received. And I wanted just to get a message out as to why I do not celebrate holidays, and to give you guys an insight and make sure you don't fall into this trap when it comes to you operating your business and living your life. Okay, I'm all about people waking up, becoming more aware, not just teaching people how to sell and stuff. That's really basic, and I'm way beyond that. So this is going to serve as a message to at least let you reflect on your life objectively in order for you to make a decision about every single thing that you're doing and what you're participating in. Okay? Case in point, when it comes to the holidays, what usually happens? Well, suddenly everyone feels obligated to now spend time with their family, which most people ignore them, or, this is the key, they don't make them a priority, right? I'll talk to my family. The only family I have here in America, really, direct blood family, is my parents, my mom and my dad. I see my dad very often. I talk to my mom and dad very often. We hang out, right? I don't suddenly prioritize them during the holidays, right? Now, a lot of people use it as a crutch. You can just as willingly make them or anything else a priority throughout the year. You don't have to wait for the holidays, okay? So now, with that said, we're thrown into this element where we go to family parties, or family friends parties in particular, where the environments, for the most part, and again, this is my experience and what I've gathered from other people, they're negative. Everyone's trying to one-up each other. Everyone's always talking about the same shit. The level of conversation is very low. And again, there are exceptions to the rule. I know some people who have great family and family friend parties, but that's the exception. Most people are miserable going. They don't want to go, okay? They don't want to participate. They don't look forward to it, right? So when I started looking at this, and years ago when I decided, okay, I'm not going to participate anymore because I don't want to put myself in that environment, all I did was look at my experience. And what I just told you is what happened. Oh, I wasn't having fun. I had to put on this fake smile for people who I didn't care about me, I didn't care about them, I never saw them, right? And it was just weird and awkward, and I know many people feel that way because of the messages I was getting. So why would we now, with consciousness and awareness, why would we put ourselves in that position now? Now, if you want to particularly celebrate a certain holiday and you're making a conscious decision based on whatever it is that you believe in, and you're going there with a certain intention and you're not just blindly following, cool, more power to you. At least you're making a decision from choice, okay? That's completely different than just this social obligation or following, okay? Another thing that we see now coming into the holidays is how many people go broke or put themselves in serious financial constraint and strain because they feel this obligation, this social fucking obligation to buy gifts for people they don't even know or care about. All the Christmas cards, all the parties, all this and that. It's like, dude, why? Oh, well, you're a dick if you don't. Why am I a dick if I don't send this person a gift every year who I don't really fucking care about? Okay? Again, if you want to buy something for somebody you care about, of course, do it. That's cool. But the social obligation needs to leave. How about now the justification and excuse that also comes with the holidays of gaining weight? Oh, I put on my holiday 10 or 20. I'm getting in better shape going into the holidays, and I'll get in even better shape. I don't have an excuse or justification to get fat and then make this New Year's resolution all of a sudden to lose weight. Are you kidding me? I don't have to go to those parties. I don't have to keep filling my mouth and belly with bullshit food. That's your choice. But how many of you maybe want to step out, but you don't have the courage to step out? This message is for you. Have the courage to step out. If you don't want to participate, do not participate. You don't have to. You don't have to. My team and I today are still working even though it's a holiday. Yesterday, earlier this week, we were making calls and hustling. Today we're working, and tomorrow and in the weekend we're going to work too. Why? Because we want to. We're not taking time off because we were told to take time off. We're doing whatever it is the fuck that we want to do. period. Which is the philosophy you need to adopt. You might not cuss like me, but that's fine. Do not feel that you have to conform, right? That's the whole thing and point of this video is you don't have to conform if you don't want to, right? If in certain situations you want to, or you want to use it as a strategy to maybe sell or whatever, cool. Then you can display it or do it in that moment. Again, as a strategy and as a conscious, aware decision. You're not just blindly following, okay? For example, I'm vegan, right? Many of you know that. If you didn't, now you know. And I've actually had people message me and be like, well, bro, you have to celebrate Thanksgiving and this and that. That's not vegan. You can't put your beliefs first. And I'm just sitting there saying like, what? Yeah, sure. Let me sacrifice my own individual beliefs just to follow what you're saying. I'm sorry, bro. I offended you. So let me do what it is that you want me to do just because you're offended and I have to make sure that you're pleased and that you're happy. Does that make any sense? Absolutely not, right? How many of you watching this either have siblings or you yourself have kids? Again, this goes beyond the holidays, but even during the holidays, you give your kids food, you take them places, you have to have them experience stuff, again, out of conformity or social obligation that you yourself don't believe in. Maybe you're giving them food, putting them in environments that you normally, outside of the context of holidays, would not put them in. Why? Why? Stop. Take back control and say yes to this, no to this. Make your own decisions. Because that's ultimately what this boils down to. And the reason I don't celebrate holidays is my experience, my movie reel of my life of experience adds up to this time being around crappier food, people who I don't want to be around, right? Because if we look at the holiday thing, like I said earlier, it's this now justification to make everybody or everything a priority. Same thing with birthdays and everything else. I'm more than happy to buy my parents random gifts throughout the year. I don't have to wait for Mother's Day to tell my mom I love her. Every time I talk to her, I tell her I love her. Every time I spend time with her, I give her affection and love and tell her I appreciate her. I'm grateful for my parents all the time. I don't need that special day now to suddenly overwhelm them, which is what you see on social media. Oh, I love my mom, or Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm so thankful for this. I'm thankful and grateful every fucking day. Now, if you want to use that holiday as maybe a reminder for you, cool. But if the rest of the year, the other 364 days out of the year, you don't show any appreciation and gratefulness, and then suddenly you want to overload it on Thanksgiving, that's not right. That's not right. That's, again, the holiday suddenly being the reason that now that's a priority. All these other things that we're discussing throughout this, these activities, these supposed things we're supposed to do on these holidays, those should be a priority all the time. All the time. Right? You want to buy a gift for somebody, you don't have to wait for their birthday or Christmas or Thanksgiving. Buy them a gift, right? Show your appreciation and gratefulness outside of that, right? We don't have to be constrained to this holiday or this label of this day, this day, this day, okay? How many people do you know, if we're going to zoom in now, on birthdays, because birthdays for a lot of people are holidays. Oh, it's my birthday month, it's my birthday week, and now suddenly, in that context, it's okay to just drink and be stupid, unproductive, not work, which spills into holiday season too. But why? Why? I'm not going to take time off my life just because it's my birthday. That's ridiculous. Maybe it's important for me personally in some cases, or maybe for my mother and my dad, right? Because they gave birth to their son. Cool. In that context, I can get it. But why is it suddenly I can do whatever I want? You can't be rude to me. It's my birthday. What? Like, the ridiculousness of this has just gone astronomical. And as I see this behavior, and other people literally live this way, because as I'm saying this, many of you are probably laughing because you know people, or you've seen it happen, or you've experienced it yourself. Now, if we can say guilty of doing some of these activities, then this is almost like hey, we do not have to act in this fashion, right? But what happens is, when we go back and we zoom in on the example of like the holiday parties that nobody wants to go to, the accepted, again, justification is, well, I'm not the only one suffering, everyone else is suffering, so I'm just going to do it. Doesn't matter. Step out of it, right? Put your foot down and say, no, I'm not going to expose myself to these environments and these people. I don't want to. I don't have to. Okay? And that's pretty much what I want to sum up in this video. The reason I don't do it is the environment, the conversations, the people, for the most part, right? There are exceptions. There's always exceptions. There's some people who I like seeing, who maybe I only see during the holidays because they travel, right? Maybe a certain dish that is vegan that I can't think of right now that maybe I can eat, right? But again, that's I can pick one puzzle piece out of a million, and the other 999,000, I don't want, nor do I want to be a part of. So this allows me to now stand up for myself and take responsibility and live at a different level that I want to live at. Because at the end of the day, when you engage in these activities and do things that you don't want to do, that you really deep down don't want to do, and you've made that choice, you're just conforming, you will live less happy, less fulfilled, right? And you'll feel like you have less control over your life because you can't say yes or no to a person or a holiday party. And that's really what this is about, taking back control of your life and living how you want to live, not based on what somebody else told you. Okay? So remember, make sure you check out those bundles, BC Bundle, or you can go to my website at bryancasella.com and use the 40 off code. Have at it. Have fun, guys. That's a Black Friday special. We'll have it run for at least 5 or 6 days. As always, be sure you like the video, subscribe, comment below if you've experienced anything that I've talked about, if you finally plan to put your foot down and say no, or if maybe this brought some stuff to your attention that you didn't realize before. Okay, I'm curious to hear, and I'm sure you'll help some other people in the comment section. All right, Team BC, out.